got something to say. Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Listen, man.
Oh,
The little sister picked it right on both occasions. Whoever went with her and put that money up, they winning right now.
I just
Listen,
said to
man.
the bad man, she made me look bad. I'm about to lose my job. She got both right on the top. She's like, make sure you tell him I'm going to bed, but make sure you tell him I got both right. And have a
Both
good night.
right. Let me tell you something, right? The Chiefs, right? Like I respect their offensive coordinator, right? But why wasn't he running? Why was he running Mahomes, man?
I don't know. There was a lot of suspect calls at the
It
very
was
end
a
of the game.
yo,
And that's
like, but
really uncharacteristic of Andy Reid, especially that first
yes,
half.
that's
When
what
they
I'm
got the game,
saying.
they got the ball 1st and 10 at the goal line or third yard line, and
Yeah,
they couldn't fit it in. And I said, okay, well, at least run the play, but if you don't get in, then at least you got enough time to kick a field goal and go up 10-14. I think it was 24-10 if they
how
did.
would you go? Why you right there? Why would you go for the fourth down and just take the 3 points and get out of
Right.
there? I
I
don't
think they ran out of
understand
the
that.
clock more than anything else. And I was like, well, why are y'all doing that? Then it was some silly, okay, let's fake the jet sweep. Let's just throw to Hill. And I guess they thought Hill was so fast, he'll go into the end zone. But Eli Apple saved the game. And I'm like, he was really got a good angle on him and stopped him
Listen,
at the 2.
they,
He wasn't even close.
they
So I
supposed to
was like,
get
what?
the ball, get them 3 points, and go ahead into the next. They don't won. They don't won.
Andy Reid's old school, but all this analytics stuff is starting to creep up into the football field, man. They're going for different plays, pretty much doing John Madden plays on fourth instead of just doing the realistic, logical thing of just kicking the points. You never situation 3 yards. This is the championship game. You don't know if you're going to get those 3 points back or not. And lo and behold, what happened? We ended up in overtime because you were only up by 3 points. You would have been up by 3 more than
Right.
anything else.
He would have been up by. They'd have won the game. It'd have been over.
Won the game, and now they're sitting back, and now they got 6 months to think about it.
Let me
And
tell you
that's a
something.
shame.
They didn't do no shuffle passes. They didn't
Nothing.
run him. They didn't run him to the right 5 yards.
Right.
To the left 5 yards. Little dump offs to Kelsey. They wasn't
No.
doing none of that.
None. And then Kelsey was busting the zones like I said he would.
Yes.
But at a certain time, they just didn't have the rhythm of everybody running the same thing. All it was deep passes on the sideline. Nicole, Hardman got it, then Hill got it, then Pringle got it. But I was like, well, where's the mix up? Just set up the long distance. Don't just go
Right.
deep all
It
day
wasn't
long.
none of that.
They were
No
just going
setup,
deep
no
all
nothing.
day. No.
Nothing.
And I was like, the play calling here is kind of suspect, and the time management was another thing.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
uncharacteristic for the Chiefs, and I was really surprised at that because you're playing at home with the NFC. You got the Buccaneers are out, so you got a good shot to win the game. I mean, and win the Super Bowl yourself, and really, if that's what you wanted to do.
Hello. Hey, Fred, what up?
This is live TV, ladies and gentlemen.
Live TV. Hold on. 1 second. Talk to the people. I'll be right back.
All right.
Talk to the people. I'll be right back.
Like I said, it's live TV, so you never know what this interruption's meaning for. But it was a great game all around, and it just really summarized the whole year that you never know and expect the unexpected. And these young guns came in, the Bengals came in and just did it, wreck shot. I saw at one point this, Joe Cool was just sitting on his helmet, just like Pop Warner, waiting for his chance to get the ball back. Next thing you know, Patrick Mahomes throws an interception, another uncharacteristic thing. Threw into one, bounced off the hands of one guy right into the other, interception. Next thing you know, and all of a sudden, they had Ja'Marr Chase locked down for the whole 3/4 of the game until the fourth quarter. And somehow Ja'Marr Chase just found an angles and situations and just was getting open every other play. So hats off to them. Shout out to LSU Tiger football because they really, showed up and showed out today. And here we go. Got the young guns back in it again. The Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. First time since 1988 season, which was really my freshman year in college. So I'm dating myself on that one. And it's going to be kind of interesting to see what they do, if they handle it, and the way they handle it. It's going to be all this media. It's going to be all this star power craziness. But it's good to be young and get to the Super Bowl. It makes you hungry, even if they win or lose, makes you hungry enough. You're young enough to respect it and go make another run for it next year as well. So big up to the Bengals. They can only go up from here. Hope they really do it. Shout out to Crystal Kendricks and all the Who Dey Nation making it to this point, making it to this plateau, which is really hard to do, and incredible run by the Bengals, really both knocking out the number 1 and number 2 seed. So, I got to give their hats off to them. They merely made it there. The second game was kind of back and forth, but I was really expecting not to it happen the way that it did. And as we talked about earlier today, if it comes down to Jimmy G, it's going to be a bad thing. And that's what it really came down to. Jimmy G threw this crazy off one knee, trying to avoid a sack interception that pretty much was the dagger of the whole game. He was doing well. He threw 2 touchdowns. Nobody expected that. He didn't have any touchdowns coming into the game postseason-wise. But he had 2. He had Debo going. Debo's working it very well, Debo Samuels. And he was also hitting Kittles down the middle as well. But all of a sudden, the Rams said, you know what, we down 10, so let's see what we could do. And then the Rams tried to put up and try to make sure that everything was fine. And Matt Stafford came out the phone booth, put his Superman cape on, and next thing you know, Matthew Stafford said, I'm not having this dream end here. No way. And it was crazy because if you saw the crowd, it looked 50-50 to me. It looked like 49ers took over SoFi Stadium, which is kind of embarrassing in my opinion, because you can't have a championship game and you got more of the resident team fans in there as opposed to your fans. And and this is your first time in this stadium. The whole reason why y'all moved to Los Angeles and all that stuff was to make sure that, you would have some kind of fan base there. And that really resonated that it didn't make any sense whatsoever. But San Fran ain't that far, but I wouldn't think they would dominate the stadium, because once San Fran scored the first touchdown, you heard a roar of a crowd like, whoa, we in San Fran or we in Los Angeles? What's going on here? But it was
check your man Debo out.
Yeah, Debo was making it. Debo put his heart into it. And respect. You saw at the end, OBJ came over and, gave him his dap and his pride, respect. Because respect knows respect. And they were busting his butt. And he was just really giving it in.
They was putting some hits on Debo.
Put his heart in. Yeah, and there was some hits going on that game, too. So,
bro, they was putting some hits on Debo, man.
Yeah, they were looking him up good, man. I hope they didn't turn into that bully ball where you say the best way to win, like Pop Warner, only way we're going to win is take out their best player.
Right.
Just get extra shots here and there. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it was on it. So hopefully that didn't happen the way it was and stuff. So Debo did a great job. He'll be back, and, they're definitely going to be back. Question is, will Jimmy G be back? That's the question. I don't think so either. He'd probably be in a different uniform. He'll probably play football somewhere, but not in a San Francisco 49er uniform for sure.
Yeah, I think that's over. I think that's over for him.
Yeah, and Trey Lance is the next man up. So it's going to be interesting either way that, that the way that it came down to it. It's sad that they had to. But again, Jimmy G just started crumbling and shrinking as the moment got bigger and bigger. He got smaller and smaller, and next thing you know, he was passing one-sided and all that stuff. So he wasn't really hitting the receivers like he was before. Kittles was open a couple of times, and, the Rams finally found some pass rush on him, and Aaron Donald finally showed up, and especially in the biggest game, and forced that interception, which was really good.
Let me tell you something. Mahomes really hurt my feelings, man.
Mahomes?
Mahomes really hurt my feelings, man.
Mahomes, man, I just didn't get that rhythm. You know, sometimes the Chiefs, they're the Chiefs. So sometimes they'll just turn it on and turn the on switch on whenever they need to. But Mahomes it just didn't feel it. I think they're just missing one particular person. And I think they need like a third solid guy. You know, you got Hill, you got
He
Kelsey.
wasn't letting him play his game.
Yeah,
He didn't run nothing.
No, he didn't. He didn't run at all. And they didn't use the backup running back either. They used Allaire, but they didn't use the other running back. I thought that was kind of interesting too. Why didn't you use McKinnon outside of running? You know, they had him in pass plays, but outside of running the ball, they didn't use McKinnon as well. So I was kind of interested in why they did
that. San Fran, boy. You know, they're going to break that. You know, Debo was the only good situation for me on that joint, man. San Fran, they out of there. Like, let me tell you something. Real talk, I ain't going to lie. This ain't going to be a super-duper Super Bowl.
I think it might be exciting. They say defense wins championships. So right now you have to lean with the Bengals probably with a better defense. Or do the Rams defense show up? There's plenty of stars. They just old. There's Von Miller. There's Jalen Ramsey. What are you talking about? The Bengals? Bengals they're all young guns. They're all trying to make things happen. Eli Apple, he used to be an ex-Giant, and now he's out there going to the Super Bowl. Trying to get
the Super Bowl is going to be halftime.
Everybody's talking about the halftime already. You're going to be bouncing and bouncing off the wall. They say a lot of parents are going to be bouncing off the walls on a halftime show. Bebopping, crip walking, this and that. Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, Eminem. It's going to be off the chain.
Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige.
Yeah. I don't think they can fit that into a half an hour. That's going to be a little wild for that show.
That's going to be a half
Unless they're going to do 2 hits and then each person gets 2 hits or something.
If 2 hits, everybody going to do one joint.
Nah, they can't have Dr. Dre out for one joint and then leave. Nah, they got to switch that around. Then still have some big collaboration at the end.
That's what they're going to do, a big collaboration at the end.
Yeah. I think that's got to be because, you know, they just can't have them stars. You got to pay them. You pay them for 5 minutes on the stage or something like that. That's a lot of money right there.
Probably Kendrick Lamar. And then Kendrick Lamar come out. Then Dr. Dre will come out. Then
right.
Because Snoop and Dre got joints together, and then Fabio will come out and sing it something, and then all hit the stage.
Over the top, and then all connected through and all that stuff, which is going to be interesting. Should be good, but I think the Super Bowl itself should be good also. Should light it up in the beginning, and then somehow the defense will probably just settle down and figure a way out and stuff. This game was a little, 10-7 at halftime. They know each other pretty well, so it was hard to really do anything trickery or something like that. But, shout out to OBJ too and Eli Apple, the ex-Giants. They're on their way to try to get their first ring with another team and stuff.
I'm happy for OBJ, man.
Yeah, and he was a big factor. 100 yards plus 100 yards today. He showed out and showed up and stuff. Cooper was super. Super Cup was really making it happen on third down. He converted like 6 third-down conversions. They were going crazy. So Stafford, hats off to him too. He's paid his dues, like I said, in Detroit. And now he's finally got a chance to win a Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl quarterback now, just the way he's been. And, he just right situation in the right time with a defense and a running game, which he both didn't have in Detroit. So now he's got some good things going for him. So hats off to him as well.
We'll see what it is, man. Back to live action, Super Bowl Sunday. Coming up soon.
2 weeks, man. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
I don't like neither one of them, but
it's the Super Bowl. What are you gonna do? Not watch it?
I'm going with OBJ, man.
You gonna go with the Rams? I ain't figured it out just yet, man. I think you got to give up to young guns, and young guns running the house. So they got to figure out something quick because Von Miller and Aaron Donald. They didn't have the game that they expected to have today. So, they're not going to do that 2 games in a row. Plus, they're in their house. Supposedly, they're in their house so far. But obviously, as you've seen today, that, obviously not everybody in Los Angeles decided to be a Rams Nation or something like that today. That would never happen in Giant Stadium. I know that for sure.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That would be never. Championship day, and you got the visiting crowd outnumbering y'all. That doesn't make no sense. I still don't understand that, but we'll see what happens. But we got to figure out who's going to handle Cooper Kupp. And if they don't handle it, then the kid Brandon, what's the tight end, the backup tight end, had a great game too.
Yeah,
so
he had a good game.
they're going to all put it all together. Sean McVay is going to put things together. And there's this new guy out in Cincinnati. He's going to put things together too. So defense wins championships, as they say, but I can see this is running up a bit before they start clamping down in the second half.
Well, we're going to see what it is, man. Back to live action. We in the mix. Super Bowl Sunday coming up.
Yeah,
The young sister picked a winner.
I gotta treat her right somewhere. I ain't gonna bring her on too often. She gets them right like that. They might take over the show.
Let her know. Let her know I'm sending cash out. Lunch on me.
You serious? She'll
so
run up
serious.
the bill. She's a Chick-fil-A fanatic. So
I'm telling I'm sending her $20 for Chick-fil-A. And I got her. Well, I got her.
I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that, man. I appreciate it.
I tell her, just hit me and let me know, and I'm sending it. We look to see her back again.
Yeah. We'll see what she got for Super Bowl prediction. Sucks. It'll be fine and crazy.
Let's get her back again for the Super Bowl, man.
That'll be happening. That'll be happening for sure.
All right, big dog. We out of here, man.
All right, man. Good talking to you, man. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Super Bowl, get ready.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, man. Y'all hold it down, man. Chop Cheese TV, man. The McKenzie Report. End of the season, man.
End of the season.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see y'all there. Be there, be square, for sure.